We're just going to take about 4 minutes to talk you through how to create a label for your camp, customize it. So let's go. So first thing you want to do, obviously, is go to your labels in your check-ins app, click add label. You put in your name, whatever name you're going to label it, and then you want custom. When you type custom, so you have the option of what length and what height. So the length needs to be 2.4. So, and the height, which is the width of your labels, the height can be any number that you want it to be, or vice versa, depending on how you want it to print. So it can be extra long or it can be perfectly square. For our kids camp, we did square ones. They look nice, they fit nice. So first things we did, put in the name, and we always make it extra large, so and shrink to fit. Center it. Last name, we make it much smaller. It doesn't mean as much as it is to be able to say the first name. Again, you want to try and center it, so, and then shrink it down to small to make it less noticeable. And then this is the one that took us a minute to figure out. If you want to put the groups in, or separate kids by groups, or teenagers by groups, so you want to put in location name. So if you're doing registration and you've separated them into groups or created groups, it would be the location name. That's the one that you really need to pay attention to. And then after that, it's pretty basic. So you can put in their medical details, which is if they're allergic to something or something like that needs to be known. Should an emergency occur, it's right there on their name tag. And then finally, and we always bold it and invert the color just to make it kind of stand out a little bit, but we don't make it huge so that other kids can see what's going on. And then finally, you can add an image, or you can add multiple images, depending on what you want to do. You can see that there's plenty of space in here to add, subtract. You can make it, obviously, make these bigger, smaller, that sort of thing. One other thing that you can do, like I said, depending on if you want these wide or if you want these tall, and how you initially set up the name tag, you can actually turn these sideways, turn all the information sideways, and make tall name tags. All you have to do is just click on each one, rotate it, put it into whatever space that you want it to go. This works well if you want a tall name tag rather than a wide name tag. Outside of that, you don't need to, you really don't need to turn anything sideways unless you just want something, one like a logo or something sitting sideways on the tag. And that's pretty much it. So then you go and you save it, and it will be saved. And then of course, once you get into your labels, you got to make sure that you assign it, because it says the label isn't set to print anywhere. So you got to make sure that you assign it to your registration check-in. And that's all there is to it.